Well, G-Bergs is kind of take a big shit. We'll be talking about Rhinestone. I'm just kidding. Rhinestone, I'm looking it up on Wikipedia. And like I said, I've never seen this movie. I've never heard about it before. But I looked it up on the interwebs, and it's like sort of hated almost on the internet. See, like a lot, like it has like a 17 or something really bad like that percent on Rotten Tomatoes. Like yeah, it's like pretty bad. But I liked it. Like it has its problems for sure, but it was still kind of fun, and it was very much reminiscent of like She's All That or Today He's All That, because you got the bet structure of the movie. I bet you can't turn this person into something else, basically.
You need to train your own replacement.
Also, sort of like How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. There's a few movies with the bet sort of set up, if you will. But I just have Rhinestone. We gotta type in it just has pictures of the jewel. Rhinestone Cowboy. No, not Rhinestone Cowboy.
In Rhinestone movie.
Wikipedia. Yeah, and you're right. I should put it in the film because it'll give me more of the stone. Hey, welcome back. How was the dump?
Oh,
I'm just so fast.
Lightning.
Don't go in there.
Yeah. Okay.
How far are we into Rhinestone?
We haven't talked much about it. I haven't even.
Yes.
I said the basic premise, sort of.
And wager.
Dolly.
But
yes.
yeah, Dolly Parton is wagering her manager or whatever. I guess her manager, right?
Some
sleaze bag bitch that she can't turn Sylvester Stallone into a country singer. Basically, that is the plot of the whole film.
And I mean, he was right.
And I mean, he's so like they show him at the end doing a good job and people liking it, but I do think that was maybe not super realistic, because they show all these other guys getting a hard time. And like, yes, they do start with giving him a hard time, and they want, so they make it try to be sort of realistic with that. But anyway, we're getting ahead of ourselves. Let's go to talk about the beginning.
The distant
setup.
future, the year 2000.
This is what? This is like the 70s or 80s.
80s, 84.
It's definitely not the year 2000.
1984.
That makes sense. What a year for shit, eh?
Stallone at the height of his powers. Dolly.
Terminator.
He's fucking ripped in that movie.
This is the same movie as Terminator, the first Terminator.
It's
same
the
year.
Same movie?
Same year.
Same year, yeah.
Not the same. Yeah, it's the same. You know,
it's starring Dolly Parton as the Terminator.
This is the same year that Ghostbusters came out, Terminator, and Police Academy.
So maybe that's why
it didn't do well.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The internet says so it's true.
Must be.
That's right. Okay, time for Triple X Files. Hello.
Whoa, yeah, doggy style.
That's a different kind of X-File.
Yeah, or I'm pretty sure there's gotta be at least 2 porn parodies of it. The Sex Files and the Triple X Files. Anyway, Rhinestone film. So yeah, the big draw of this movie, I would say, is the fact that it has Sylvester Stallone and Dolly Parton in it. It's cool, right?
They both have massive chests.
Yes.
That is true. Yeah, and it's commented on, probably more so for Dolly Parton's character. But they, there's some talk about how Sylvester Stallone is built as well.
Yep.
Anyways, should I read the plot off of Wikipedia?
Oh,
Jake
you can
Fair.
Come up with something better than that.
This might help me a little
Jumpin'
bit.
Jake.
I'll just paraphrase a little.
The boss asshole.
But yeah, so Dolly Parton's character's name is Jake, which I guess I thought was interesting because I'd never heard that as a female
and it's never explained.
But it's fine.
That's just her name.
It's fine. And it's never.
It might be short for like Jacqueline.
That's probably something like that. But yeah, it wasn't explained. But yeah, she's a country singer, and she's stuck in a long-term contract with this guy what's the fucking Freddie? What's his name?
At a country club in New York.
Yeah.
Frankie Mermaid.
Basically Frankie Mermaid but a more subdued version, definitely. But similar archetype, honestly. Just like sort of the dick, sleazeball boss.
He's extra sleazy, though.
Yeah, and he's just hitting on everyone, but mainly Dolly Parton. But he was sort of hitting on some of the other servers as well.
I did laugh at one of his super sleazy lines when Dolly said, "Don't say a night in the sack." He's like, "Oh, I'd never say that. Just give me 30 minutes." I was like, "Yeah, that's kind of funny."
There was some funny lines in this. But there was also some like so ridiculously bad lines in this that I was like, oh my god, that made me laugh just because it was so bad. Like, I'm talking about Slimestone Cowboy.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if you remember that part, but it's when
Yeah.
Barnett. We're getting a little ahead of ourselves as well, but Barnett's a character they set up once they get into Tennessee, and was Dolly Parton's ex-boyfriend or something like that.
And ex co-star.
And ex-co-star, like they performed together.
Sonny Bono.
But yeah, there's a part where they're fighting and she calls him a Slimestone Cowboy, and it's so cheesy. And I laughed a lot. I was like, they did not write that. I think I even rewound it. I was like, Slimestone Cowboy. I was like, wow, who wrote that? I hope they feel good about
What
themselves.
is a slime stone?
Well, it just rhymes with Rhinestone is the point, I guess. And Rhinestone is a cowboy thing, and the bar is even called the Rhinestone.
But they don't sing Rhinestone Cowboy through the whole fucking
They didn't
movie.
get I guess they didn't get the rights.
So sad.
But that's a Glenn Campbell song, I think. At least he's famously did. Maybe
Marilyn Manson.
maybe did he? I don't think he wrote that.
Okay.
But he may have. Did he do a version?
Definitely performed it at least
Probably.
once.
Yeah, I wouldn't be too surprised. But yeah, let me see that cowboy. That's quite good. Oh yeah, that's lovely.
Yeah.
I like
I
the.
fucked up his face a little bit, but it's okay.
The
It's the shadow from his hat.
You
right?
got the most important part, the crotch circle.
Yeah.
That's the most important part.
Why are you wearing chaps if you're not, wanting attention on your crotch?
There you go. Bada boom, bada bing. Okay, so let's talk about Sylvester Stallone in this. And like, fuck. Like, he's entertaining, but he's not good. You can't.
What?
I don't know.
He's not good at singing.
He plays dumbass real well.
Okay, I'll give you that for sure. But there's just certain moments where it's like, okay, he's hamming it up way too much. That's all I mean. But it's all, to be fair, it's also some of the funnier moments in the film. But it's definitely like, oh my goodness, this is just outrageous.
He was probably
that this
directed
exists.
to go ham.
Oh yeah, for sure. Oh no, for sure he was. And yeah, it was a little bit different for a romantic comedy, I would say, because of the premise. Like, I've compared this to movies like She's All That and How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. Right, yeah, that one. Yeah, because they're bet movies. But those movies all were made after this. So, did this start the bet movie thing? There's probably ones before that.
I'm sure Shakespeare had
I
one.
think there was a Shakespeare one. Yeah, I feel like She's All That is even loosely based on a Shakespeare, but I don't know which one.
Yeah, I don't know.
I
Merchant of
wanna.
Venice, maybe?
Can we remake this
Is that
movie?
the one with the boxes?
Sorry for the sidetrack.
Go ahead,
Can
buddy.
we remake this movie today with Michael B. Jordan as the cab driver and Lil Nas X as the country music star?
They should have made Space Jam 2 with Michael B. Jordan.
That would have been good.
That would have been funny.
But it could start with like Lil Nas X singing Old Town Road, and then like, hey, I could show you everything about country music now.
Honestly, they should do this more with movies, because this movie was not financially successful. So they should take movies that weren't financially successful, but maybe could have been, and remake those movies instead of remaking fucking
ones
Batman
everyone loves.
27 times.
If they
Yeah.
cast someone that could actually sing country music, I think it would have worked a lot better. Like, even if you have him not
He's
singing well at the
probably-
beginning.
That's
too old
that's
for that
part of
right
the
now.
charm, is that it's someone that you wouldn't think that would become a country singer, but I do see what you mean. You could still have someone that's sort of doing a shitty job on purpose beforehand, and it would have maybe delivered a better movie overall, maybe. But Sylvester Stallone is entertaining, and that's why he was cast.
And he was a huge fucking
And he was a
mega
huge
star
star.
at the time.
Well, yeah.
Academy Award
But
winning
that's why he's a star. It's entertaining.
Sylvester Stallone.
But yeah, exactly. And yeah, he did Rocky was his first big one, and then yeah, Terminator was Schwarzenegger was his, but it's the same year. Sorry, I'm making loose connections. It's just funny that this was the same year, and like Sylvester Stallone and Schwarzenegger are often compared to each other, and this is such a different movie than Terminator.
And Schwarzenegger's so much better. I don't know why they're compared at all.
I think I'd actually agree with that just a little bit better. But I really love Rambo. and I really love like the first couple Rockies.
Rambo 1 and
But
Rocky
honestly,
1 are
Rocky,
unreal.
honestly, Rocky 3 is my favorite just for camp value.
For watching?
Because
yeah.
and Mr. T is Clubber Lang.
Oh my god, he's so good. You come over to my house, I'll show you what a real man can do. You come to my house tonight.
And I like the opening scene of him just like getting real beefy, and they're showing how Sylvester Stallone's like, oh, I don't care because I'm already famous and stuff, and fucking Clubber Lang's just giving her with the bench press or whatever. He's like, I was like, he wants it more. Anyway, we're not talking about Rocky 3. So we're getting we're getting super sidetracked. But this movie's, I don't know, I don't think it was great, but I think it was better than the internet gives it credit for.
Yeah, it's better than 3.
It's got a 3.9 on IMDb.
Oh yeah,
it's
no,
like,
yeah,
that's
I think
too
that's
low.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
I'm swinging around the 5 zone. For
Yeah,
this.
I would agree. I might even give it slightly higher than 5.
5 zone.
Yeah, the 5 zone.
Rhinestone. Yeah.
The 5 stone cowboy.
Yes.
I'm with it. Let's look at the budget and stuff if it has that kind of stuff. Budget 28. Oh yeah, I did bad. 28 million budget. Box office 21 million.
Ooh.
And yeah, it makes sense
And
if you look at the critics and stuff. How that sort of corresponds with the box office.
Like you guys already mentioned, this movie is competing with some
really
heavy
good
hitters.
movies in 1984 came out. Yeah.
And you could even research it further and see what weekend it came out and what opened with it, which would
It'll
also
be some like Star Wars or something.
Let's
possibly.
go. We can
but,
maybe find it.
I mean, Stallone, I kind of liked him in this movie. I liked him as the cab driver at the beginning, and he's all crazy, drives like a fucking madman, and then he gets in a accident with some Japanese tourists in the back, and he tells them, okay, cowboy place down there, no fare, but a tip is optional. And then they just walk away.
No, those parts are funny.
So I think some of it worked for sure, but when it comes to yes, he hammed it up so much. I wonder if the direction was that
It
way.
probably was.
And even in those moments, I'm kind of like, part of me is thinking, I've never seen this side of Stallone. I'm kind of liking the hammy,
As
just
a comedy
because I
actor.
haven't seen it. Yeah, so,
Oh.
but it was a little over the top. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, I agree.
And then once he started, but I think the funniest over the top singing was the oh, McDonald had a farm, yeah.
Country.
That was funny. And
Country? I
like
could sing country.
and the Tutti Frutti thing, like when
Yeah.
At the organ.
at the funeral.
Pipe organ,
That was kinda
tutti
funny.
frutti.
Which-
Yes, please.
And like
brings
he should
me
have known.
to point I wanted to bring up. His dad had me in fucking stitches, man. I thought that shit was hilarious when he was like, he's like, check out the body on it. And she can clearly fucking hear him. They're in the same room. And then he goes, if you can't handle it, you call me. You call. If you can't handle her, call me. And then later on,
And
she's
she
like,
can-
you didn't call. Why
and
did
she
you
can
call?
clearly hear.
Yeah, but it's so, like, can you imagine Hugh walking up to you and be like, if you can't handle this girl, you call me.
I can't imagine.
Like,
it.
okay, fair enough. That. And he's not even
It's
Italian.
okay.
Yeah, he was watching X-Files now. I don't
Oh,
think.
Yeah,
boy.
he's doing it doggy style.
I think he
Yes.
probably just left it going so we still getting the view.
Yes.
so
Yeah.
that he can accumulate your points.
Yeah, exactly. He has the most booty bucks out of anyone, I think.
Yeah.
For sure he does. But anyway, Rhinestone. There's other things that I want to talk about. So another sort of negative thing towards it is there's just certain moments that just seem super unnatural and weird in it. Like Barnett, we have it's unexpected. I don't have as big a problem with this. Just the way it was sort of presented, maybe a little bit though. All of a sudden, like Dolly Parton just beating the shit out of everyone out of nowhere. It would have been cool to have some sort of lead up to that.
She should have been hitting a heavy bag in one of the scenes.
Or like just showing her working out or something.
Flip the movie around. Stallone has to turn Parton into a fighter.
It's
But that
movie
was,
magic, dog.
to be fair, I was like, that was kind of funny. It was out of nowhere. But then another sort of weird part, right in that same scene too, is Barnett's buddies who were like sort of on his side the whole time. They like, you have no reason to think that they're not friends. And then like when he's on the ground and Barnett gets beat up and like, what do? Fucking shit on him. I don't give a fuck. Fuck this guy.
Piss on
It's
him.
like,
Yeah,
well, they
anyway.
changed
He's an
their
ass.
opinion about him fast.
Yeah, but it's like,
I
he
can't.
didn't have no friend. Like, literally nobody liked him, it seemed like. Which is weird, because he was his first scene he's singing, and
It's-
everybody seemed to like
yeah,
it.
Yeah, no, I was also confused by that.
And okay,
Little
I'm not gonna
inconsistent,
lie,
though.
and this isn't homophobic because I wasn't afraid of it. But when they first showed Barnett, I was, and my mom was watching at the same time. She's like, "Is this a gay bar?" And I'm like, "Mom, no, they're just cowboys." But then what does he do when he gets up to the bar? He just keeps fucking inching next to him. I'm like, "Okay, so is he trying to pick him up? Like,
He was trying
or
to.
was he fucking with him?"
He was fucking with him
Yeah,
for sure.
right.
But then they become friends for a little bit, but then they sort of become enemies again.
I could see that coming. Yeah.
It was weird. That was sort of weird, but it was also kind of it was like fuck this guy right away because he's like, you do heroin, boy, or something like that.
Oh,
just
from the big city, what's heroin like?
Yeah, it's like fuck off.
Get the fuck
right?
away from
Like
me.
obviously this guy's a dick, but that's sort of the point I think to set him up as a dick. But it is sort of, and this is to the credit of the movie. I didn't expect that. I didn't expect them to be friends for a little bit. I didn't. That was interesting. So credit to the movie for that. 20th Century Fox put this out. That's another thing
How
that
do
I
we
could
feel
say.
about them?
I mean, they're owned by Disney now, so.
Oh,
Disney owns everything.
They own everything now, so it's what you feel about Disney, really.
yeah,
now.
you're either owned by Disney or Monsanto. That's what it's come down to.
Does Monsanto have a streaming service?
Probably.
This shit.
You just don't know
Through
about
like
it.
Coke or Pepsi or something.
Live stream of genetically modified potatoes or whatever. Anyway.
Didn't Pepsi sponsor a movie or a few? I don't know. If I
Oh,
were at home, I'd
definitely.
be looking this up.
But we have a computer. What do you
Alright.
do? You want me to look it up? What is it?
I don't remember what it was called. I would search, Pepsi movie.
Stallone is really fucking
Like
good looking.
there's a
still
movie
in this
just
stuff.
about Pepsi.
No.
Burp Pepsi vs Coke. Uncle Drew.
What?
These are all Pepsi films apparently. Friend, Lovers, and Lunatics.
Virgin People.
Coke vs Pepsi. That's
What the
probably
hell
a
is
dog.
Virgin People?
Virgin People film from 1983.
Okay
Oh.
then.
There's probably Coke or Pepsi Cola mentioned possibly.
Suicide Mama.
Suicide
Alright,
Mama.
Pepsi.
Snake
Pepsi
Sisters. Snake Sisters. That
I
sounds
remember
good.
watching something.
We got some
from
new
around
titles to review.
1990.
Snake Sisters and Suicide Mama.
The most shameless.
Just
And
kidding.
Virgin People.
Yes.
And Virgin
Yeah,
People.
where
These are Pepsi.
it's
this
some kind of
Pepsi
club
month.
where they
No,
make
I'm
each
just
other
kidding.
less virgin-y.
No, I don't think we're gonna find this movie that you want.
The best Pepsi plug in a movie is Wayne's World, I think.
Oh well, they have that
Are
whole
those
scene
real
with product
plugs?
placement.
I don't know if they are.
No,
Why wouldn't they be real?
I think they were real because it's the most brilliant form of product placement to be
I will
making
not
fun of
bow.
it.
I will not bow to any
It's
sponsor.
actually brilliant.
That
Uh,
happens on
little.
Race all the time.
Yellow, different.
It's your choice, Wayne. Yes, and it's the choice of new generation.
Yeah. Wayne's World's excellent. Even Wayne's World 2 is pretty good, but
It is.
it's not as good as first one.
We need to
But
watch
Rhinestone.
all together.
It's Frozen.
Which one?
The first one.
Yes. Yeah, we should. I've seen it 1,000 times. I could review it right
The second one is garbage.
now.
Wait, what movie we're talking about now?
We need to watch Wayne's World together.
Oh,
But we need to do like a Rocky Horror thing where we're all
I could
dressed
do
as
it
a
from
character.
memory. I could do it from memory.
Right?
We could
We
really
could-
just fucking
We
spit
could
out
just
right
do
now.
it. Now. We could do it now
I
if we
think
wanted
that
to.
movie's from '94.
92.
That sounds right. Oh,
Okay, it was.
well, what about Wayne's World 2? Is it 94?
93.
Fuck, you know your years of Wayne's World movies.
The only reason I know that it came out in 92 is because T2 came out in 91.
Robert Patrick.
And Robert Patrick's in Wayne's World. Have you seen this boy?
Yeah, I know. I talked about that last night because Robert Patrick was on X-Files and I watched an episode of X-Files with my mom and dad last
The
night.
T1000.
TMI, Doug.
Well,
I don't want to know
oh,
what you do with your parents.
Not the triple X-Files, the X-Files with
You
the
did
aliens.
doggy style with your parents last night. Dougie style.
I was literally just watching it and drinking tea
I don't
with
like
my
your
friend.
couch. It's bad.
This is not a couch, it's a love seat.
It's true.
It's stuffed with sauerkraut.
It's
What the hell?
It was free and came with the house.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
So leave me alone. Next thing, I don't know. I'm running out of shit to say about this movie, honestly.
Stallone. Hams it up, but surprisingly good performance, I thought. Like, the moments when he's walking away from Dolly Parton, too, like, they seem pretty genuine. And
Their chemistry is good.
Dolly can fucking act, man. She
Yes.
is great
She's
in
good.
this movie.
She's actually
Yes.
good.
She's really good in
She's
this
good.
movie. And,
And I want to see the good or the I like this too, but the more critically acclaimed film with her, 5 to 9. 9 to 5. Because we're doing 5 to 9.
There's
Yeah.
also Straight Talk and The Best Little
Whorehouse in Texas.
Yeah,
We need to watch that.
She's in a few films.
Texas has a whorehouse in it.
Yes.
Lord have mercy on our souls.
Burt Reynolds is in it too, and he sings.
Okay, one thing at a time.
Let's do it.
The
Dolly
rosters.
Parton can act.
The
She's
rosters.
not just tits.
That's
Right,
no,
Stacey?
100%.
Tiny Wiz.
But
Yeah.
what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, the roster's already half full, but yeah,
Yeah.
we'll do what we can when we can. There's lots of shit we gotta get to. I still want to review The Son of the Mask. That's been one that I've wanted to make us. I haven't seen it yet. I know it'll be bad, but I want to watch it. Still.
I don't think you know how bad it is.
I do though, because I've seen so many like videos about it. So I'm pretty sure I know
They
it's
should
good.
But
have
it's-
given the dog
it's
the
once-
sequel.
It's once you put it on
You can't go back.
and you're alone, and you're like, why the fuck am I watching this?
Because for the,
But I'll let you have that moment.
for the content.
I'll let you.
That'll
have that
be my
moment.
aunt. That's the thing. I have that now. So when I'm watching bad movies, like I gotta keep going for the content,
I want to do
for
that.
the internet, for the people, and
Yes.
for you.
Yeah, we get to opt
Even
out.
though nobody's watching right now, it's for you. Oh wait, maybe one person is watching. Hello.
Oh.
Welcome. We're talking about Rhinestone.
Well, this clip's gonna go on YouTube. It's gonna go viral anyway. So.
There we go.
Rhinestone.
Rhinestone.
Yeah, it's when you have it like more straight. If it's at a slant, then the light will hit it and you can't read it. That is the science I figured out about the whiteboard.
Top production down
Whoa,
here.
Sketty! It's fucking Sketty.
All
Sketty.
right, Sketty. Sorry I can't show nips, bro.
I am, and Stevie's not allowed.
Yep.
Unfair culture, society. But think about it. Anyway, we're frozen. I gotta click a thing and make it hopefully not frozen anymore. Oh, come on, do it. No. Oh.
We are crashing. We are
Oh,
crashing.
yeah. We may have to restart.
Yay.
Auto. Wait, try this once. This is like the. Yeah, it's probably not gonna come back.
Whatever, we're having fun.
Baby, come back.
No, Sketty. We lost Sketty. Oh wait. Oh
Yeah.
yeah. I
We
really
love
thought it was gonna
Sketty, he
crash.
has no bones.
Everybody's favorite food is spaghetti. Hello, people who are just popping in now.
Sketty.
What up? What up? Oh, fuck off! Don't you do this.
Why would you tell everyone to fuck off?
Yeah, no. Obviously, I'm talking to the.
Welcome, fuck off!
Obviously, I'm talking to the internet. But yeah, come on. It's not
I'm a
working.
bad influence on you, maybe.
This internet's fucking us right now. Is your Wi-Fi temperamental?
It's often done this before. We're good. I think we're good. Okay. Everybody's favorite food is bananas. Damn it. Just when I thought it was good. Oh, it's still going though. Okay. Let's just start talking. Rhinestone. I think we're done. Are we done? Do you
Yeah.
have more to say? Movies okay.
I
Okay,
love Dolly's training.
I wanted to say one more thing.
Dolly's dad, Jake's dad, was real sweet. And trying to, get rid of that nudie suit on Stallone.
Oh yeah, there's a part with like really loud. It's a loud outfit. I would say it's a loud.
It's got a couple coon tails
Yeah.
attached to the hat.
Yeah, it's like a western.
Are you guys familiar with Nudie's rodeo tailors?
No.
Yeah, legend designing suits for country singers.
Oh, so is that like the style of one of those or something?
Yes.
Is that okay? Cool. It may even be an actual suit.
He's got a museum,
I love it.
I see.
and I think there's a biopic in the works.
Okay.
So I'm looking forward to that, because cowboy fashion, of course
You're
I'm
about
there.
that,
It's
right?
the best
Abs-
fashion.
Look, I
Well,
made
you
sure
need
he
to-
had chaps and a bandana
Yeah, you do.
And
it.
fringe.
But you're not dressed as a cowboy. Currently.
Today.
Okay, this is what's clean. You're welcome.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just giving you a hard time, you know.
Of course.
Much love. Rhinestone Cowboy. That's not what the movie's called. It's just called Rhinestone. But we have a cowboy there.
Oh, I was gonna say, when he tells Dolly he lives above a, he didn't tell her that he lives above a funeral parlor, but he tells her that he's got an organ, and that she could
Yes.
come look at it at home, and he's like, yeah,
Oh,
it's a big organ, and then this guy overhears him and gives him a look, and he's like, thanks, man. And then
Yeah.
Dolly's like, there better be music coming out of that organ. That shit was funny. Like, I
Yeah.
thought those scenes worked. For
Watching
sure.
that scene, I was thinking, Man, I would have loved to be that guy's role in the movie. That's such a fun. He probably got paid like $100 or something. Like that's a sweet gig.
Just look over.
You don't even have a line. You're just like.
Just an approval.
Yeah, that's a fun extra job there.
It's a fun movie. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, no, I like this generally.
There's character development in both of the leads.
It's definitely more highly deserving of a higher rating than 3.9 on IMDb.
Yeah.
And the conflict, like at the climax there, right before the third act, like right at the end of, well, it's kind of like in the middle of the third act, basically. Like when they have the falling out, I wasn't even expecting that, to be honest. Then I'm like, oh, this is adding something. Now I realize why this movie's 2 hours instead of an hour
it's
and
a
half.
little. It maybe drags just a slight bit, but not too bad. And at the end, it does, because they just play. There's a lot of songs in this, which is fine. Those songs are good generally, but at the end, it sort of drags just a little too long with the last song. You're like, okay, it's over. They're happy, end the movie.
Yeah.
But they're like, we gotta finish the whole fucking
And they
song.
end on the song too, like the credits are rolling.
No, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But
that's what they did to the Buddy Holly story. Not only did I have to sit through all of this Busey as Holly,
I don't
No.
hate it, but yeah, I
the
know you
ending
do.
is like 20 minutes of him lip syncing, and I'm like, kill me. Just get on that plane now already.
He does a good job
Go.
of lip syncing.
I'll take your place on that plane.
Yep.
He got an Academy Award nomination for that lip syncing.
Jesus.
He never won an Academy Award, but he got really close.
Thank you, Academy, for showing your true colors.
Gary. Anyway,
Choices.
Gary Busey. Follow him on Facebook for pure entertainment. Do you just hate Gary Busey because of that?
I watched Celebrity Big Brother.
He's on that or
Oh.
Apprentice.
Big Brother.
Okay, because he's on Celebrity
UK.
Apprentice. He's on that.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jesus.
How did he get on the UK one? That's
And
funny.
he's got bad hearing, so whenever anyone's giving him shit for being Busey, he's like, huh? What?
That's awesome though. Oh no, I love him. I can't not love him just because he's so wacky.
I liked him in Entourage, but that's because they turned his wackiness up like 10.
He was great as the Hooded Fang.
Oh,
Fang or Thing?
Fang.
Fang.
Jacob Tutu.
Oh,
Stevie made me watch
shit.
that one,
Right?
but
A
then I watched
musical
the other
for
one.
children.
A movie?
And it's a horror
It's
musical.
about the book. It's based on the book.
And the villain is played by Busey.
Oh, shit.
And
It's terrifying.
there's also
Oh,
a 70s
shit.
film
What?
of the same name.
Oh, man, I feel like I might have seen this shit on TV when
There's
I
a
was a kid.
70s one and there's a 90s one.
I
The
think
90s
I've seen the 90s one.
is with Gary
Mark
Busey.
McKinney.
Oh, shit, I need to see clips from that and I'll snap back
Oh.
in.
The whole thing is on YouTube if you want.
When I hear Jacob Tutu, I think that cartoon that was on.
I think that it started as a book, but like you said, there was a film from the 70s. And yeah, like you say, there's cartoons. So it's like a Canadian classic, I guess.
Right on.
Wait, sorry, I was lost in the sauce. What were we talking about?
2 firm red tomatoes.
We should probably,
Two
should
for red tomatoes.
we number this
Are
bad boy
we
up?
done with this? Yeah, I'm gonna rate it. But
Rating.
I need to.
How many
still don't.
Stavies are you getting?
I'm gonna give it. I'm feeling 5.5 out of 10 for me.
I was going 5.5.
Because it's not bad, but it's also has a lot of problems. But it's still fun.
It's fun.
And that's the main point that I still would recommend this.
Movies gotta be fun.
My dad made a good point when I talked about this movie to him, and I was like, it's considered really bad on the internet. I don't get why. It doesn't seem that bad. And he was like, well, older bad movies had more character. And that's absolutely the truth, I think. Because think about a new movie today, like a new bad movie today. There's going to be like lots of CGI explosions and it looks like shit. In this movie, there's a few like car accidents and stuff, but couldn't do CGI then. The car is actually hitting another car, and it's more exciting for that. And just little things like that make it more interesting. So that is for sure. Watch older movies, you
Yes.
know?
And there's some
But-
great scenes in this movie that are worth watching, I think. Like when he comes back to the taxi station and Dolly's there already, and like that's a good scene too, where he tells his boss to shove
Dolly's
it.
wardrobe is a reason
Oh.
to watch.
Dolly's hair and makeup and wardrobe, everything unreal in this movie. Yeah.
She's
And her singing, like,
so
fuck.
perfect, she's a cartoon.
Yeah, she is basically a cartoon.
She's
You
misspelling.
wrote 5.5. Sorry,
Yeah.
just checking.
Also 5.5 burgers.
Woo!
Yeah.
Yeah, and you give it 6?
Yeah.
That's
That's
solid.
fair. That's cool.
Because I was remembering the boobs.
Yeah.
Remember the boobs.
Yeah, boobs count.
Never forget. Oh yeah, there's not naked boobs, but there is boobs.
There's Dolly Parton.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
there, and yes, they're relatively prominent. Anyways, I don't have much else to say about this movie, so it's over.
It just happened to be in my collection.
Next review, bing, end of this one.
Is this your eraser?
5.5. Yeah, it's the best we got. It's not great, but I gotta get a new one.
It works.
It does what